Sting stopped by recently to introduce us to the cast of his Broadway show, The Last Ship. And he's returned this morning with a special announcement. We'll get to that in a second. Sting, good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to be here.
I feel like we've been part of the birth of this show. You were here about a year ago with the music. You came back with the cast. I went and saw it Wednesday. It's a story about, loosely based on your hometown, growing up in Walls End. But I think it resonates with anybody who lives anywhere where they've been through hard times.
I've seen the audience reaction every day. We always get a standing ovation. We always get a well of emotion. And it's a good show.
Have you ever snuck in and just sat with the crowd?
I do it every day.
Do you really? And people don't recognize you?
I'm right at the back. I'm like the Phantom of the Opera. I just sneak in there in the dark.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Now, I'm going to make sure I didn't see you when I was there. So let's talk about this announcement now. You're going to do something here. It's hard to get a show on Broadway. It's hard to keep a show on Broadway. Difficult. And so I think you're going to do something here that's going to shake things up a bit.
I'm going to go into the play as Jackie White, who's one of the main characters. He's the foreman of the shipyard. Up to now, it's been played by my best friend, Jimmy Nail, extremely well. These are big shoes to fit. But he's passed me the baton for 5 weeks and said, take it on. Was this always the plan when you were coming up with the idea for this show that you would take on one of the roles, or is this more about shaking it up? Frankly, no. I didn't think I would do this. But having been to every performance, every rehearsal, I feel I've earned my place in the cast. You know, I've done it. So you mentioned Jimmy Nail, who is the current Jackie White. How does he feel about this? Because I know he's your best friend, but he's going to have to be the guy who follows Sting in this show. He really has been amazing. An incredible gesture. Said, look, this is the right thing to do at this point in time. Do it with my blessing, and I'll be there giving you notes. Well, I think it's going to get a lot of attention. I'm also going to be taking on the female lead in the show. You want to announce that now? Oh, yes. Yeah. I also want to mention something else. You're going to be honored with a Kennedy Center honor in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Can you just put into perspective it's been a heck of a year for you, but what that means career-wise? It's a huge thing for an Englishman to receive this award from the President of the United States. I really cannot take that for granted. It's a fantastic thing. I'm bewildered by it. I'm surprised by it, but delighted, absolutely delighted. Oh, congratulations. And again, the big announcement today that Sting's going to be taking on one of the roles of Jackie White in The Last Ship on Broadway for 5 weeks. Check it out. Sting, good to see you.